no one. I do want you to look at one thing here before you ask your questions. You ask, what are we here? And a lot of times we forget who we are, we forget what we are. We even forget our missions because of all of the things that are going on in our own lives. We tend to forget the greater commission that Christ expects us to do, especially ministers. And we tend to forget what's going on in the rest of the world to the extent that we're numb about it. We could care less what's going on. But Christ really showed an association with the world, showed an association with all of the world. And we got to understand that. And the association of the world that Christ was talking about is called missions. And a church without missions is a dead church. And a minister without missions is not fulfilling his commitment to God. And we see these things going on that we take no effort in regards to looking at them from a point of resolution. Here we see the atrocities in the village of one of the southernmost villages of Darfur. That's in Sudan. This little person here was the only individual that was left alive in that village. The little baby in her arms is her brother, and he's dead. And she's sitting there in this village with nobody but her. All of her siblings, all of her parents, all of her uncles and aunts, and everybody in that village has been destroyed by the forces of Islam, which is the direct enemy to the believers of Christ today in the world. And what you say, well, why am I showing you this? It's because we are engaged. Today with an engagement that precludes us from getting involved, especially apostolics. Apostolics want to be by themselves. They want to throw down on everybody that's not like them. And I'm going to tell you, you're never going to find nobody like an apostolic. You can't find two alike, let alone a whole bunch. Huh? Glory to God. There's two kind of apostolics. Did you know that? Anymore, there's only two kind of apostolics.
Me and the rest.
There's apostolics that like to dogfight. And there's apostolics that like to come and watch that dogfight.
Oh.
That's the only kind that's left anymore. The rest of the world, the missions that God has summoned us to do, we need to be in the face of these things. We need to be in the face of Islam. We need to be in the face of what's going on in Gaza and other parts of the world. We need to be in the face of these things as soldiers of Christ, declaring to the people the testimony of Jesus Christ. But that's the problem here. These people, the blacks in Sudan, are Christians. In the southern part of Sudan, they're Christians. And because they're Christians, the Islamic forces seek to destroy them, and they've been doing it.
That's right.
And they destroyed half of the nation. Things are a little bit better now, but I mean, this is a pitiful thing that I sleep with this little girl, you know, every day, wondering, am I telling this story to enough people, or am I in everybody's face telling them, you know, this ain't right, and that ain't right, and you ain't right, and they ain't right, and all of this, and forgetting about the true meaning of being a believer of Christ, true meaning of being what Christ wants us to be. The true meaning of understanding the parable of the good, y'all talk to me.
Come on.
The Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Okay? Help me out.
Come on.
The way. All righty? And we are forgetting those things and not understanding those things. Or how about this one? The people sat by, the Christians sat by, the Catholic Church, the Orthodox Church, all of the churches of Germany, they sat by, all of the believers of Christ sat by and let this happen.
That's right.
They sat by, did not speak out against this great atrocity. We're doing the same thing today. We're seeing the devil destroy our children. We're just sitting by, not doing nothing.
Come on.
Matter of fact, you know, the NAACP made a national statement in regards to the dress code for the children and the teenagers and everything, and especially these baggy breeches that they wear on the ground. How, you know, they would even want to wear them on the ground beats me, but they do. NAACP made a national statement the other day. If we teach against the kids in their baggy breeches, then all the kids will stop coming to school. Can you believe a statement like that? From an organization that's supposed to show leadership? If we get on them about the baggy breeches, they'll stop coming to school. Therefore, their learning process will stop. It looks like the learning process has never begun. Huh?
Come on.
Amen to God. Hallelujah. Look like it's never begun. Because if it was, the first thing to know is you'd understand that they made suspenders to hold your pants up. They also made a belt. When you get old like me, you got to wear both of them. But they made these things to hold your pants up where you look like you're somebody. You're never going to be nobody without trying to do that which is right. And the church is sitting by doing nothing and saying nothing. And this is just, it's unacceptable in us. Or this one here. Or this one here. Now this is the one that's really, really pathetic. And we see this every day. This process, the abortion process, is something that has really affected the black race in America. It affected the black race in America. The black race in America since 1964 Civil Rights Act should have really increased to 100 million people. But it's not much more than it was in 1950. When there was Jim Crow, when there was de facto segregation, when there was Billy Bob with the blackjack and the police dogs and the Ku Klux Klan and all these kind of things. All of those things are the past, yet we have another enemy that's just destroying by design, designed to destroy the black race. Of all the abortions in America since 1973,